Corporate funding as fast as 2 weeks with a hardcore credit file. That's a 730 and above with big accounts. If you have big accounts, we'll go straight to funding and get credit lines and loans of increments of like 250 to 500,000. We normally cut it off at $1 million total, but it's all credit lines and loans. There's no credit cards. It's the maximum funding ratio. It's all set up. If your hardcore credit needs inquiry removal or a couple things fixed up on it or touched up, we can do that. But we have the whole corporation already aged. It already has the build. Everything's on it. It's set. There's nothing fake about it. Everything we have is real, and it gets real funding. It's never dissolved, never reinstated. It's not a stolen corp, and we get the most money. Out of everybody on the internet, we have the most proof. And that's doubling your money every 6 months or 3 months if we work it right. If you want to see the proof of the largest increments we have, you look at businesscredittomillionaire.com or more information on agedcorp101.com. And I do a whole section on NOPG building and everything on this YouTube channel. Or if you want to do NOPG funding, we can do that based off your revenue, which I'll go over in a little bit. The key is the alignment on the personal and the corporation. Everything is done where we're doing all the right moves versus the wrong moves. Most everybody has industries or corporations that they've set up even on their own that aren't old enough, or they have all the wrong things that they've done. And there's like 50 items at least that has to be done in the right order, in the right sequence, and everything has to add up to get the right amount of money. So that's critical. Our back end fee is only 5%, and other than that, you pay for the corp and the setup and all that to begin with, and then we're good to go. So that's the corporate money. If you want to start out with credit repair, we can get the credit repair done and get you into that. Now, back to the NOPG money. Now, revenue-based money, I would just need 3 to 6 months bank statements. Your average bank statement needs to be at least $10,000 to $20,000 a month. A copy of a voided check. Your credit score can be cleared down to like a 500 FICO or a 550 even. And a copy of your driver's license and your EIN number. And have an application you fill out, and we get that money, usually same day money. And that's the best of the worst. Least best. The best of the worst. So yeah, I could get you probably weekly pays instead of daily pay, and probably at the bottom around 30% interest only versus up to like 60 to 300%. So check with me on that if you want to do that. Or like I said, we go to credit repair. On the credit repair, I can fix 30-day lates if it's not out to 60 or 90-day lates on several accounts if you want. That may be an extra charge. Or school loans deposit and get everything done in average times 45 days, unless you got tons of inquiries or it's a large balances and things like that. So, what comes with the corporation? Articles of incorporation, certificate of good standing, the operating agreement, the bylaws, and several other things. We have a booklet, the corporate seal, etc., etc. All these things, and the corporation is delivered to you within basically 1 day, maybe 2 days if we order it late. I have all these corporations from years back. They're not on the internet, and nobody else has them. I only have a limited amount. No bank's ever seen them. They've never been dissolved. They've never been reinstated. They're solid. They work, and they do their job well. As long as you can make the payments and you're responsible, everything goes as planned. And I don't disappear. I don't hide. So we make everything real. I help you with your business. I help you with everything else. and I'm here to advise you and get things going for you and get it all set up. So now on the corporation, what you can buy with it is equipment, other businesses, luxury or super high-end autos. If you take the auto hacking and you learn what's good to buy and how to buy it and make money and flip them, I have clients to do that. You're able to make a lot of money. So if you want to get into high-end cars, make some money on those with corporate credit, or whatever businesses that you have total control over and can scale. These corporations can go public. You can get government contracts with them. Buy fleet equipment, trucks, equipment, other things like that. Or, I mean, you don't need it for a corporation. You don't need it for commercial real estate, but it could work for commercial real estate if you know what you're doing. It's all set up and ready to go. Or we start out with personal funding. And personal funding, I only need like 4. Well, ideally you want to have an auto and then 4 open primaries. Ideally, but we could probably get away with 3 primaries and 3 month payments. And as far as the details on that, if you want to hire me, I can give you the further details on the exact setup to get the absolute maximum amount of funding, because that can be anywhere from, like, on a weak file, like 50,000, but if we set it up right, it go up to 100 to 400,000 the first round, depending on the layout. But in general, just on basics that you guys want to know would be like my primaries video would be, or email me and I'll send you a list of details, is like credit strong 2 times, an auto as big as you can, ideally 30,000 or more. Get approved with the credit union so they don't pull your inquiry like 50 times. And then when you're at 680, like care credit, and then there's several other primaries that you could get in there. And you want to do like one of the rental reporters that's on all 3 bureaus and will go back to 3 years. So all that with 3 months payments, then boom, we're ready to go get money. Now, if you want me to tweak it, you could hire me a little bit early, or I'll charge you a little bit, and I'll give you the finite detail to exactly what else would need to be on there to set it up perfect to get the most absolute amount of money. But just the basic information I gave you, that will get you in the money and stuff. And then after that, we set your file up. If it's weak, we do another round. If it's not weak, we go to corporate credit after that. Anyhow, let me know if you want to get started and get in the money, and then I can give you help. You can text me at 312-218-8737 or call me at my office at 312-473-4163. Thanks.